Şimdi. Hmm. Bir anda live mı oldu? Nasıl yani? Sen aynı şeydeydin, sayfadaydın, birden Frank diye açıldı mı? Hepiniz dumur. Derken hoca yapıştırmış lafı. Ya tutarsa. Şimdi ya şunların uzunluk kısalık. Ya bu bayağı kastırıcı bir puzzle'mış ya bu. Kısa kısa kısa uzun olması lazım. Şimdi şurası kısa. Kısa. Uzun mu bu? Anlaşılmıyor ki. Uzun herhalde. Kısa mı uzun mu? Ha bak pardon. No. Bu? Ha bak şöyle olacak. Bir dakika ya o. Yok sen dur. Sen dur. Kısa kısa uzun. Parlament. Bir de şunu çeksek şuradan. Mis gibi olacak galiba ama. Ha bunu yerinden oynatamıyoruz. Ne var ki bunda? Yo uzun ki bu. Uzun abi. Eee... He. O zaman şöyle olacak. Değil mi? Evet. Şimdi. Şimdi yürü. Buraya bir kısa lazım. Kısa. Aa oldu mu acaba?
Ah, it won't open.
Ah gene
I'm pretty
beceremedim.
sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the
Sanırım şu
documents
uzun.
and items in my diary.
Bir de şu kısa. Şu uzunla şu kısanın yeri değişecek. Evet. Bir daha bakalım. Şu uzunla şu kısa. Ha, güzel. Hey. Değil mi? Doğru. Doğru hatırlıyorum. Uzun uzun, iki kısa, iki kısa. Um, uzun değil mi bu? Nasıl yani? Uzun. Bu da uzun. Abi her türlü uzuna denk geliyoruz ya biz. Bir daha bakalım şuna ya. Acaba bu da mı uzun? İki kısa, iki uzun. Ha? Deneyelim bakalım.
Ah, it won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Bunlar kısa. Bu üç tane kısa mı var burada? Kısa. Üç tane kısa var burada. Abi yordu beni bu ya. Bir tane buraya uzun çakmak lazım.
Ah, it won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Çözemedim. Ha, bir dakika. Şurada çiftli var. Ulan hangisi hangisi onu da şey yapamıyoruz ki.
Ah, it won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Hmm. Olacak galiba.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've
Ah,
collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
ya ne daire ya? Al işte daire. Burada bir bok yazdığı yok.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Nasıl ya? Abi burada işte. Ha.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my
Abi yok,
diary.
başaramayacağım.
The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why.
Ah, ben de onu fark
The
ediyorum.
padlock on the chest is very special.
Its shape reminds me of the silhouette drawn on the papers that you found, Kate Walker.
Onu ben de anladım. Oscar'cığım. Acaba bunların hepsi büyük. Bir tek şu mu ufak ya? Ay hep beraber yaşayalım abi. Eyvallah abi hep beraber. Çözemedim ya, sinir oldum. Ah.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items. I see. So I need to arrange the padlock like the silhouette on the papers.
Exactly, Kate Walker. but that probably won't be enough to find the right combination. The symbols on the padlock seem just as important.
Nereden bulacağım peki? Ha, Allah cezanızı vermesin ya. Saattir uğraştırıyor beni. Biliyorum. Kalkıp gidip silmeyle olmayacak, yanımda getirdim bari. Ay. Evet, fa anahtarı. Ne olduğu belli olmayan bir zımbırtı. Neydi bu? Sus işaretiydi sanırım. Bunu da bilmiyorum. Nota. Ha. Ee, ha. E. Ha. Bu ne olacak? Peki. Hmm. Bunun yeri mi değişecek acaba? Evet. Yo. Aa, evet. Mi? Ay, kafam allak bullak oldu ha. Yo. Fa anahtarı. Zımbırtı. Sus. Çizgili sus. Şu işaret ve nota. Tam böyle olması lazım. Hah. Oh be. Çok şükür.
Thing's stuck. It's blocking it. Thing's stuck. It's blocking it.
Evet.
This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Baltayar. The High Plateau of Baltayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors.
Baltayar Dağları.
Something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger. Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Goruns really got to him. All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp. These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back.
Aa, bir dakika.
Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's no chance of me venturing into the mountain without that. Better get going before.
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you? Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
The day's only just bloody breaking.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right. I'm not your enemy, you know?
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the brown shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer, please. Now!
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his. No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have already taken off in search of the Gorun. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
Aa, niye yapmıyor hadi.
Not what you'd call cute, this Gorun. Just as well they haven't found it yet. Can't have been easy for Bauer to leave his daughter just after she was born. Bauer's daughter. This medal must belong to Bauer. He must have left it behind when he turned in for the night.
Go and find Sour.
The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it.
Sıfır dört sıfır sekiz ha. Sıfır dört sıfır sekiz.
Bauer, are you little...
I completely, dear Herr Höss, I completely understand the Brown Shadow's anger should the expedition fail. That being said, I urge you not to hold it against Herr Berger or my fellow scientists. If blame there is to be done, look rather to Leon Kobatis. His lack of goodwill has become increasingly apparent throughout. Indeed, it would come as no surprise to me if his intention was to sabotage the whole expedition right from the very outset. Bizi ispiklemiş herif.
All shipshape. Typical Bauer.
Ya kampı tamamen araştırmadık mı?
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his.
Look, can't you see I'm busy?
Look.
The letters I got from Dan, I hope I can get back to sketching the valley. But with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back.
Vallahi.
All those books. Only Horst could carve out works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world.
Daha bakmadığımız ne kaldı ki?
I hope you're not thinking of going inside my tent, Kobatis.
Çıka.
Can't have been easy for Bauer's daughter. This medal must belong to Bauer. He can't have been easy for Bauer to leave his... I should be able to catch up with Horst by following the road along the river.
Allah Allah. Kaçırdığımız ne var ki? Allah Allah.
All ship-shape. Typical Bauer.
Neyse bir şey yok ya aman.
I think I'm just going to stay here.
Daha bitmedi o zaman ha.
I should be able to catch up with Horst by following the road along the river. The mountain's dangerous and we're prepared for the worst. I only hope we don't have to use it. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
Hey, yok ya. Her şeye baktık. Hah.
Goethe's Faust. One of Junta's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste. Goethe's Faust. One of Junta's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only one. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him. All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him.
Burada unuttuğumuz bir şey var mı? Bunlara baktık, bunlara baktık, bunlara baktık. Hepsini okuduk. Allah Allah. Ha.
There's nothing more to do here, I guess.
Ha. Oh, oldu
I
bu
should
sefer.
leave the camp now. But you'll have it coming, Bauer.
Bunun için bana bir achievement vermesi lazımdı ya.
Better get going. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountains soon, or we won't survive. Anyone there? Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over. One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably sour. But what made him leave in such a hurry that he left behind all his gear? I'd better have a look around to find out what happened here. What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation. What in God's... Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found.
Is that a...
A go room! Yes, it's a go room. I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path. Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
All right, little fella. Don't move. I'm coming to get you. All sorts of debris has been carried by the river. But other than trying to build a raft, I don't know what use it can be. The trunk isn't very thick. Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking. Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill? There you go. Good boy. It's all right. Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella. Good boy. Eat up, fella. It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right? Look, little fella. If you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes? It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better. Hold on. I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back. They're straight enough to help get the Gorun back to camp. I could use those creepers to tie up the Gorun's splint. They seem to be stuck. They should do fine to hold the Gorun's splint together. Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little. There, wasn't so bad, was it? Now we just need to find a way to get you back across. Hey, did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh? Now we just have to wait for the others. Huh? Ah, you want another biscuit? You learn quick. It was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed we did not share the same point of view. They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual. It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it. What's that?
must be the Gorn's mother. If we give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen? Are you mad? All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, and we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we need her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No! Sorry about that, burger. But I couldn't let you shoot them. Reinhard, you alright? But he's killed Burger. Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Gorin, sir. So I had no intention to...
Shut it, assassin!
My head. Oh dear Lord. Burger. I'm sorry. I never meant to... I know what dangers await me in the mountain if I manage to escape from here. But whatever happens, it can't be worse than what Bauer and the others have in store for me. That stone looks sharp enough. If I can reach it, maybe I can cut myself free.
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death.
Bastard doesn't deserve food.
Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Berger.
Doesn't surprise me. I came across a letter from Bauer that made me the scapegoat for everything that's gone wrong. Bauer had been planning this for some time now.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you. You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what? So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life of a murderer on the run will be like. But always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon, your mountain artist.
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana! What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
Ne oldu ki kıza? Bayıldı mı? Bunu okuyunca.
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase.
Aa. Kız hamile. Aa.
The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it. I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter. I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary. I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls, but now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years.
Yalın ayak gezme kız, üşüteceksin.
I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure Herr Zimmer gave Papa and Mama. Oh, and a little souvenir of them would be nice. Yunta inspired me, I guess. Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary. Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father.
Baba Leon.
There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna. Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help. Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl. But I know it's not true. I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going.
Ha, senatoryuma gitmiş. Tedavi olmak için. Ay ay. Tamam, iyi anladık. Ne güzel kar yağıyor. Burada da yağıyordu.
I
Durdu.
hope you are well, Leon. Wherever you are now.
Wherever you are now.
Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy.
Broşür nerede? Broşür. Heh, take.
As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes. My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama.
Ay.
But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't.
Mama and Papa.
The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the river Dombra. Well,
Dombra
let's hope
nehrinde.
that's true.
Dombra nehri.
Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already.
Hehe. Evet, tamam.
Well, that should be it. All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter. Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while. All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains, and that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
Vay arkadaş.
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Placeable ne demek? Ah. Makul, olası.
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaughan anthem. I mean, it all seems so magical. Almost like destinies at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker. The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes, but what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you. Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet. So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Dear heroes. Please accept my heartfelt thanks for the new donation Herr Zimmer made to our institution on your behalf. Therefore, it's my pleasure to inform you that Dana can remain with us until December 1938 as you ask. It is indeed the most reasonable thing to do regarding the deterioration in her health. Please rest assured that we will continue to keep good care of her. Ne zaman diyor? October, December. Kasım 38'e kadar burada diyor.
Come on, Oscar. We need to find more clues. Dana's initials.
Merhaba. Ah, hemen geliyorum abi. Tuvalet molası. Ay ay ay ay ay. Back to the game.
I'd better continue searching on the bridge.
I am also under the
Evet. Back to the game.
Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here. Keller, Meyer, Ortel. I'm getting close. Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How can I clean it?
Ne kullanabiliriz? Ha.
Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents.
Ha.
Oh God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure.
Nasıl I need to be sure? Ne olacak ki? Ne yapacağız?
I hope you won't hold it against me.
I'm beginning to understand about this pogrom, Oscar.
Aa,
I'd like to
anladım.
find out more about this sequence of events.
There's that bookshop near the
Ya
stairs
şimdi
leading to
evet
the
aklıma
tramway.
geldi.
You
Tıkladıktan
might
sonra
be able
aklıma
to find
geldi.
a book on the subject there.
Huh. According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
Hı. So.
I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But
O sırada
Dana was supposed to be at the
evet
sanatorium
sanatoryumda
back then.
olması lazım o sırada.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
Merhaba minik, hoş geldin. Ne yapıyorsun?
So, there she is. The famous Kate Walker.
Oh.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose.
He? Nasıl ya?
I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling.
Sen kimsin ya?
Waiting for the tram, aren't you?
Evet.
Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker.
Colonel
Colonel
Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta.
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But
neden
here's
bizi
our
arıyorsun?
tram. Would you be so kind?
Çok güzel oyun ya. Ya daha doğrusu konusu süper. Zengin içerik. Yürü. Beklenmeyen karşılık.
So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
Why did you change your name?
I didn't. I just took it back. You see, I was born and raised in London. My parents were diplomats from Austria. Janet Blake was always my real name.
And how did you become a British military officer? It doesn't sound like the usual career path for a famous artist.
Very true indeed, Miss Walker. But I actually have been both during my lifetime. The British Secret Service hired me as soon as they heard I was going to work close to the Brown Shadow in Ostertal. Back in the 30s, that was, just before I met Dana at the refuge.
So you were some kind of double agent?
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
Niye söyleyeyim ki sana?
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar. What a mess that was.
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which I assume saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vagen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand.
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
Poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
So, that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Oh, ne oldu
Well,
ki?
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
Aa. İyiymiş bu.
I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Can't you just tell me what we're doing here?
I know it must seem cruel, speaking in riddles and keeping up all this mystery like a bloody fortune teller, but I promise you must see for yourself.
Okay then.
And don't forget, miss, section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Oof. Cold as hell here.
The great Vagan swans are not only the immortal symbol of our town, they are living and fragile beings. So please do not feed the swans. Mysterious Island. Bunların hepsini gideceğiz mi ya acaba?
How the heck do I get myself into these situations? These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something. There's something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
This place gives me the creeps.
Tüylerimi ürpertiyor bu.
Looks like...
Görünüşe göre.
Oh, jeez.
Oh tanrım. Mezarlık.
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my god, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions.
Section 08 is over there. I don't have time to get lost in that maze.
Is there anything that requires my assistance? Is there anything that requires my assistance?
I'm gonna need you to be my eyes, Oscar.
Will do. Just call me whenever you need directions.
A cemetery? Oh my god. I need directions, Oscar!
I do the thinking, she does the walking. Fine by me.
Dümdüz gideceksin işte ya. Dümdüz gideceksin. Tabii gidebilirsen.
Impossible to read. Section D. Can you tell me where I am?
Just leave me a second.
The inscription has faded away. Section G. I can't figure out where to go.
All right, then.
Section K. A dead end. I'll have to go back. Oscar?
All right.
Can you guide me, Oscar? Section P. I need help here.
Reporting for duty. Once again.
Fazla mı gittik? O zaman şu tarafa gideceğiz.
Section O. That's it.
Ah.
Anna Rose, 1938.
Aa.
Gone to a better place.
Küçük kız da mı o? Doğan küçük kızı
Oh,
ölmüş.
no.
Ölü mü doğmuş? Ölü doğmuş ya. Eyvah eyvah. Ay bu Dana Rose mu yoksa?
What?
Ay ay.
What happened? Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear.
Bir dakika.
Had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So she remained at the sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
That's how she survived the pogroms.
Yes, but that didn't mean she was safe.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds
bu
of
kadınmış o.
events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
Ah ay.
Dana stayed in London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office. She had no family, no friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided.
Ne? Our scouts have confirmed that the two tanks divisions are still positioned in Belgium. Please note that another tank division left for Le Havre. Belçika. Some batteries have been spotted towards Dover. Dover üstüne. Dover üstüne. Dover. Bir dakika. To enemy units movements and some batteries position. 2 SMA batteries have been spotted towards Dover. Bir dakika, bunu sonra bırakalım, bir dakika. The tank division is leaving Sherbrooke to reach the SMA batteries near Brest. Kaç? Neydi bu? Bir dakika. Neyse dur. A submarine still positioned in the North Sea. Two of the three submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Sherbrooke. A submarine left Sherbrooke to meet with the one positioned near Brest in the North Atlantic Ocean.
If I follow the instructions on the reports correctly, I should be able to place all the units mentioned.
Şimdi. Sherbrooke'tan ayrılan Tank Division'ı to reach the Sam battery near Brest. The SMA battery near Caen is still active. Allah Allah.
According to the reports, most of the units are found in the sea areas, along the French coast and some in Belgium. According to the reports, most of the units are found in the sea areas, along the French coast and some in Belgium. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. All we need to do is to place them correctly according to the information contained in the documents. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. All we need to do is to place them correctly according to the information contained in the documents. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. In all, the reports speak of 14 units. That's 6 submarines, 4 tanks, and 4 anti-aircraft defenses. I should be careful. All terrestrial units can only be on the French northwestern coast. Looks like I made a mistake on the map. Looks like I made a mistake on the map.
North Sea. 2 of the 3 submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left. A submarine left Sharpbrook to meet with the one of them. Bir dakika ya.
That's it, I guess. Yunda!
Dana, darling, you can use my real name here, you know.
Sorry, but I just can't get used to it. For me, you'll always be Ginger Yunta.
Charming. I'm sure I have Lenny to thank for that, hmm? You were always too soft on that little brat.
Oh, give her a break. What are you doing here? I'm so glad to see you.
Only doing my duty, Dana, darling. A gallery invited me for a conference, so I jumped at the occasion to report back to our superiors. But it might be the last time for a while, I'm afraid. It's getting very hard to leave the occupied territories, even for a famous so-called pro-brown shadow artist like me. Anyway, how have you been since my last visit?
Well, with Leon being missing and probably lying dead somewhere in Baltear for the past 7 years, and what happened to my parents, you know how I feel. But it's all beginning to feel like a dream, Yunta. A distant dream. Especially her. And I don't want it to, you know, I don't want her, my sweet Anna, to just fade away. I'm sorry, Yunta, but could we please change the subject?
Of course, darling.
What is it?
More work for you, actually.
Oh?
Yes. The Allies need someone for an operation with the Resistance in occupied territory, and they think it should be you. But truth be told, Dana, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Why not? I did volunteer for field operations. They've trained me a lot for that.
I know, Dana, but this operation will happen in Ostertal, right next to Wagen, actually.
I see.
Look, you don't need to answer me this minute. And no one would blame you if you declined the mission. We all know you don't only have happy memories of Wagen. You still have time to think it over. But before you give your final answer, they need you to identify the resistance group that will execute the operation. It's all explained here. And of course it's all top secret stuff. So you must cross-reference the documents right here in this room. You'll have to use that thing over there.
But I don't know how to use it.
I'm sure that's easy for you. You have such a clever mind, my little virtuoso. I'll see you later.
Well, let's get cracking then.
We need to volunteer to delicate operations fit. For reasons of confidentiality, you are not to leave your office until you have done so. We have granted you temporary access to your workstation pneumatic telegraph. This mission will allow you to claim any relevant documents you might need. We wish you good luck. Ay. Sanırım bir mola. Evet. Mola vakti. Gideyim yemek yiyeyim geleyim.